So let's see.
Yeah.
Looks good like that.
That looks good.
Looks good. Okay, cool.
Hey guys, first up I have to apologize. There's only three of us. My son Jackson, who is Monster Talk on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all this crap, is feeling a bit under the weather, and we have a big couple of weeks coming up. So we sent him to bed early. But I'm with my two adopted USA boys.
Yeah.
We got Wayne from Florida.
What's up, Australians?
And we have Reagan from California.
Number one.
Now, between these two boys and Jackson upstairs, they are the only three full-time monster truck YouTubers in the entire world. So these boys all met in some weird dynamic way, which we'll explain.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of ride your coattails, and we have been traveling for about 4 years now, haven't we?
A while,
Yeah, all over the place.
It's been pretty wild.
So we've been to a lot of shows together. This year, Jackson and I have done our most amount of shows in a year, which
Easily.
is kind of a little bit lame compared to you. It's a little over 20. But let's just start with the Lord. So
Yes.
Reagan is known as the Lord. Originally you were, well, you explain it. Originally you were...
the Lord, Monster Truck Lord. I made the account 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago now. I was 13, I guess. And it started out as just kind of like a little passion deal. Like I like the toys and stuff. So I started watching the toy videos. I met one of my best friends, Brett, who you know.
Mm-hmm.
He actually kind of made me want to make my channel from his toy videos. He's my age. And after that, it just kind of started filming some shows local to me and a little bit of snowballing here and there. And now I'm in Australia for my third time. So that's the long story shorts.
How'd the name origin come about, Monster Truck Lord?
Well, okay, that's actually not too interesting.
But
it is to us.
I'm sure a lot of people will wonder.
Well,
That's a good one.
So me, you've never met him. His name's Wafer. You met Wafer.
Wafer.
That's his nickname. I've known him since we were like 5. We met in school, and at the time, this was 10 years ago. Like him and I would use slang. Like we'd make our own slang up and use it. And when at that time, we would say Lord a lot. Like if something was cool, oh, that's Lord. It just doesn't make any sense. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And just it was actually him. I was trying to make a Monster Truck YouTube channel for the diecast stuff, and he just said, "Oh, what about Monster Truck Lord?" And that's it.
And even I didn't know that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. In your head, it's boring, but there's so many people that still don't know how your name came about.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So Reagan is known as the Lord.
Yes.
And that's one of the best things that ever happened to me.
It is 100%.
Is that
so
name? Yeah.
We'll be somewhere, and we kind of refer to you in the third person, don't we? It's weird because nobody actually probably Jackson's the only one that we say the real name. So Wayne's always known as Junior. Junior.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Junior is my dad gave me the same name miraculously when I was birthed. My mom wanted to name me Joseph, but my dad was so excited he just decided to call out Wade Jahaki Jr.
I would
all right.
Yeah.
You would do that too?
That's pretty good. Reagan Jr.
Reagan Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, mac and cheese.
RJ. Reagan Jr.
RJ.
RJ Szymanski.
RJ Szymanski.
Next up for the backflip ramp is RJ Szymanski.
RJ Szymanski. But, yeah.
Too far.
So my uncle would always call me JR or Junior.
The truck just broke down.
Truck broke down, and that's crazy. What a shame. 4.2 in Judge's Zone. My uncle would call me JR or Junior, and nobody ever called me anything like that. So at some point, I told Reagan and the other guys that, my uncle calls me JR or Junior a lot because I'm a junior, and they're like, oh.
Well, I remember a couple years ago, so I got Junior not even from him. I got it from Sclifton.
Oh, yeah.
Sclifton and his dad. Yeah. His dad would call him Junior, even though he's not a junior. His dad's Jeff. He's Mason, but his dad just called him Junior. Yeah, and So I got it from that. So I call him Junior. I call everyone Junior.
I've never heard, very rarely, I should say, I've heard you call him Wayne. It's like, Junior's just like Junior's
Yeah.
Usually I call him Senior, but
you call him
call him
Senior.
Reagan a lot more now.
You call him Senior. It's funny as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And there is a funny story that in Australia, I'm the most boringest name in the world, Paul.
Hey!
But in America and here with you guys, I've got the name Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah.
And
Bobby.
one of you guys could
That
could probably
predated me.
yeah, so that predated, but I'll explain it. So
Go ahead.
so probably 5 years ago when I wasn't a fat bastard with long hair, another boring story which I won't explain. Apparently, according to Jackson, I looked like a former monster truck driver, Bobby Parr,
Oh, Bobby Parr.
who drove Suzuki and a few other
I'll
trucks.
look it up and show people so they can see while you're talking about it.
But I guess nowadays, probably not so much. So Jackson started calling me Bobby or Bob, and then he met these guys afterwards, and I don't really
Is this a good one?
Yeah, it's probably him. Yeah,
It's like a picture.
when I was short hair and not so
So when
fat,
Paul was short haired,
that
this was-
yeah, that's probably me.
he looked probably
Close,
80%
Yeah,
or
pretty
more
closer to that,
of Bobby
yeah.
Parr when he was, short hair a few years ago.
So everyone. So when we've been to America, I don't
Everybody
think
knows you as Bobby.
anyone knows my first name, and I'm Bobby. And your mum, we stayed with your mum a couple of times, and
Yeah, my place.
and we video ring each other all the time, and she just calls me Bobby. I don't think she knows my name.
My own mother calls him Bobby.
Um,
She knows you're Paul.
yeah, she probably does, but
She does.
No one ever calls me that. And I think the greatest claim to fame was last year. We were at Melbourne, the Melbourne show, at the bar after the event, sitting around drinking. The monster truck drivers come down, and Blake was there.
Yeah.
Blake Ranger's there, and I don't know how it came about, but they said, "Oh, this is Bobby," and he might have said, "Oh, why do you call him Bobby?" Because I think he knew my name was Paul, blah blah blah. And then he goes, Jackson says, "Oh, we call him Bobby after Bobby Parr," and then because we think he looks like it, and Blake goes, Bobby Parr trained me how to become a monster truck driver. Oh, fuck, he did look like Bobby Parr. And I'm, holy fuck, that's my claim to... that's my claim to fame.
That's a good origin story.
So that's pretty funny, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a good one.
So Jackson, when he was young in high school, he said he wanted to be a full-time... He wanted a job as a monster truck, in the monster truck industry.
Yeah.
And I said, fuck that. You got to be like everyone else. Get a normal job, earn money. Can't do it. There's no money. In Australia, there's no money.
Yeah.
Well, as a proud dad, he proved me wrong. He was doing, while in high school, a podcast. He got heaps of drivers and crew people and whatnot. And then he met you.
Yeah.
And that's probably going about 5 or 6 years ago. And he did a podcast, and I think then you guys came on the same podcast because you didn't know each other. You knew of each other, but didn't know each other.
Yeah, Jackson organized a podcast. Forgot the name of it at the time, but
Monster Truck Historian?
yeah,
Monster Jam Historian.
Yeah.
Oh, bonus time?
Yeah, censored
But-
that.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got censored that one. It was before
Oh,
bonus
shit,
time.
sorry.
It was before bonus time.
Yeah.
And Jackson organized the episode. It was Monster Truck Lord, me, and him.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I ever really talked to you. Ever really.
Yeah.
I did actually.
Yeah.
And side note, you and Jackson are 22 and Reagan's 23, so you're all very close.
Yeah, around the same age range, which
Same development.
yeah, and that's something interesting in the Instagram community.
Yeah.
Same development.
Yeah.
That's something interesting. You see, like the younger generation now. You're starting to see like them growing up in the period that I was in, and maybe you were in too, where you're collecting diecast and you were making jokes and being like, typical teenager growing up like monster trucks. and then our generation, me, you, Jackson, and a few other people.
I remember when I was like
You know what I mean?
16, I always thought the 23-year-olds that like Monster Jam was weird. Even though I like Monster Jam a lot.
As 23-year-old now.
And yeah, that's where I'm going, yeah.
Fucking
That's where you're going. Yeah.
And so Jackson and I went to our first monster truck. So I grew up in a family of speedway of all things, sprint cars,
Speedway.
midgets, all that kind of stuff.
Midget race
Jackson and
cars.
I went to not small people. Jackson and I went to our first. I'm trying to think what year he would know if he was here. It was an indoor arena at Brisbane Entertainment Centre. I'm gonna say 2009 or 10. He'll probably prove me wrong. Someone will know. That was our first experience. He loved it. We were also collecting the Hot Wheels diecast back then, which we still have. But our first Monster Jam was 2014 when they first came to Australia. So ever since then, we've been to at least one show. My work schedule back then was full on, so we couldn't get as much time off now. So we've been to at least one event since Monster Jam's been here. So then fast forward to the first time you guys came, and that was you. You came 4 years ago. This is your fourth tour.
It's pretty weird. 4 years has gone by fast.
And we did the whole 5 shows, whatever, 3 shows. Might have been just Melbourne and
They
Sydney.
did Melbourne and Sydney.
And then the year after, the Lord came, and we all
that's
did.
your first.
We did.
That
We did. That was a 5 show. That was a 5 show.
The 3 weekend.
Yeah,
like
3
I said.
weekends. Yeah.
Yep, in 2023.
And then last year we did that, and then this year we all met in Wellington 2 weeks ago.
New Zealand.
We did Hot Wheels. Then we came here. We did Melbourne last weekend, which was fucking amazing, wasn't it?
It was fun.
It was
a lot of
cool.
fun.
Yeah, good shows.
Sydney and then Gold Coast.
And we did Singapore before that.
Oh, we did Singapore. Well, I was going to get up to what we've done.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Singapore was amazing. But let me rewind a little bit.
Okay.
So, Reagan, what would you think since you've been... So you were like me. So you left school in high school.
That's it.
But to become self-employed,
Yeah.
to do what you do right now, which is filming monster truck content, putting on YouTube, getting paid, and
Yes.
traveling the world.
Yeah.
How many shows do you think you've been to?
It's around 500.
Holy shit,
Probably,
500 shows.
Yeah, probably a little more.
And then this year, you were saying you've probably done 60 or 70 shows so far this year.
I think probably around 70, yeah.
And
That's my
then
guess.
70 shows.
if you were to say how many countries you guys have been to see Monster Jam, would you know?
He keeps good statistics.
I don't memorize.
Give that over to him.
There'd have to be.
I've probably been to around like 15.
I was going to say about
Yeah.
15. Thinking about it earlier today of all the
Yeah.
different countries.
If
You
you've
guys
been
have
to
been to.
15, I think I've been to like 10 to 12. Because
Probably,
you've done
yeah.
the
He
South
did a
America
couple just
stuff
before, yeah.
and some other things like that.
Yeah, I tried. That's what I live for now, and for years, ever since they started going international after COVID, I was like, "Fuck, I just want to do that."
Yeah.
Like this one, like Australia, every year it's like one of the best
Yeah.
ones. And there's so many.
It's like a staple.
Yeah, it's like it's a must every year. Is
Yeah.
the Australia trip. Same. There's other ones like that where I could skip going to fucking any show I could drive or fly to.
Yes,
the
exactly,
States,
yeah.
Just to just do these ones.
So you were telling me earlier today that there would be at least 45 weeks a year that you could do in America to fly to a good show.
Yeah.
So Australia has 3 weekends basically.
It's a little bit different.
A little bit different.
Monster Jam.
Well, I guess, yeah. We do have Hot Wheels, which everyone in Australia hates. We have Monster Truck Mania, which is our local touring thing.
I like the Mania one. I think it's
Honestly, I
pretty
think it's
cool.
better than Hot Wheels, but 99% of Australians hate that as well. Although I still attend it.
Yeah, Mania reminds me of like a more kiddish version of this one in America called Toughest Monster Truck Tour, because they have like these big ramps and people actually do some air in there and stuff like that. You know, so I think it's a pretty cool tour. But I guess if you're in Australia, you just want the biggest series, which is Monster Jam. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I always say to Jackson to try and like ground him that, you know, we live even in Australia, I'm not 100% sure about America, we live in an economy climate that's quite tough. That a lot of people can only do one show a year, so
Yeah, it's like
you kind of don't really want to go to a Hot Wheels show and think, holy shit, I just spent $500 for tickets with the family and souvenirs and all that.
And that's the one show you're doing that.
And that's one show, and it's pretty shit.
Yeah.
So I get it. Yeah, we're fortunate. We're really lucky. We've said in the last 4 years since we've all been traveling together that our favourite part of us doing stuff is our travel, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's the getting late. It's getting late to the airport. It's dealing missing flights.
Yeah.
It's getting ripped off in an Uber all the way to what was the Uber we got?
Oh my, Athens,
Georgia.
Living like rock stars, getting ripped off Ubers.
Yeah, and not knowing if we were going to get stabbed and murdered on the way there.
Yeah.
Because this rich bastard was already there flying in his private jet.
Well, we almost got almost got $1,200 per person for our Delta flight.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
We got offered it, and then we waited like 10 minutes. Everyone boarded the plane, and then he said, "Okay, we don't need you anymore."
Yeah, we sat there and we thought, okay, we have 3 shows to go to in the one city.
Yeah.
If we missed a show, one show, we're going to get $1,200
Per person.
per person. And we sat there and we go, "Yep, we'll take it."
Yeah.
And we're about to text Ray and say, "Hey, we're going to miss this show because we're going to be late." And they go, "Oh, we don't need you. You can go on the plane."
So we boarded last. That's the only time that happened to me on Delta Airlines, and I didn't. That's it.
I'm thinking for Jackson, it was $2,400.
That's great. Man.
That's almost like $3,500.
That's great.
Australia. We go, yeah, we can miss one show for that because that'll pay for everything else.
Yeah.
And we'd spent it too, hadn't we?
Would have been
like,
great.
in our heads,
they give you a MasterCard or whatever.
And we got shafted. So anyway, we made it. So
that's a side story.
I don't know where I was going from that one. Okay, so you've done all these shows. So Wayne's probably done a similar amount of shows.
Yeah, if Reagan's gone like full time that 1 year and everything else, and you said 400 and something shows.
Yeah,
400.
yeah.
I've probably done like 360 maybe, or because you do all those arena shows and stuff, and I'd love to, but like as you know, I've enjoyed taking weekends off and doing other stuff and just
I'm learning too.
Just slowly and steadily you're learning. But
so you guys have kind of in the last 6 months pulled back a little bit.
I pulled back the last year and a half.
Yeah, not to do as many, to have a bit of a normal life.
Yeah, it's an easy way of putting it.
Still
just
not working, but
just
working.
a bit.
So we did this year. Jackson and I thought we went full out, which is nothing compared to you guys. So we did World Finals together. We did a road trip, which was possibly all 4 of us. That was our best.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Fireworks and everything.
Yeah, it was. Wow. If I could pay one of these guys to edit all the videos on my phone,
See that.
I filmed it all. So it'll probably go for 17 hours or something like that. So,
17-hour vlog that
it'll take a while. It was nearly 4 weeks worth of stuff. So.
Yeah, it was long time.
We did. Let me think. We did 7 shows over that period, including World Finals. But it was everything else we did, didn't we? So we love food, don't we?
We love food. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah. So our traveling is the traveling, the food, the bars, the beers. In that order, possibly the beers first, and then the bar going backwards that way. But the last thing is the monster trucks, really, isn't it? For us now.
At this point, yeah.
Whereas a lot of people, if it's your first 10, 20 shows, it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
it's the coolest thing.
we have to understand that, we
Yeah.
do, because you
yeah.
you spend a lot of money to go to a show, particularly in Australia. If you're flying, there's only 3 states. If you're flying in from somewhere,
Yeah.
you spend a lot of money to,
Oh yeah.
especially with a family. We don't have young kids to try and worry about and all that kind of stuff. So you kind of forget. Well, I do. I forget that.
Mhm.
You guys are young kids yourselves, so. But as far as pit parties and sleeping and shows and hot weather and lining up for 3 hours to get one person's signature.
No, if you've been to one pit party, you never have to go.
And the funny thing was, I remember, last weekend when we went to Melbourne, that we thought, let's go to practice. We got invited to practice. And the Lord goes, no, I don't need to do that shit,
No.
What are you going to do instead? What did you do instead?
I fucking sat in my hotel and jerked off.
No, you drank beer.
Well, okay, I did that. I farted.
I think you'd finished by the time we'd opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's pretty much what the Lord does. So
Yeah.
but it's oh my God, for us, it's like I harass you guys to stop at every Walmart and every Target to try and buy trucks. We bought the least amount of trucks after 45 stores.
Yeah, it's not a stores.
Honestly, it's easier to find shit in Australia than it is in America, isn't it?
I've been to more Walmarts and Targets in America with Paul and Jackson than I had in the whole year.
Your whole life, yeah.
The whole year,
Ever.
the whole life,
I don't
too.
know that many Walmarts.
And no one's gonna beat that record.
No.
It's always gonna be Paul. If anyone ever asks me on a trip.
And I'm like a kid in a candy store. Like,
Yeah, you are.
I'm almost running,
You're
like
Paul's knocking people over and
I'm napping in the back of the car where you guys are driving to and I go, Walmart? Shit.
Walmart.
I'm running. I'm running there.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, we had some
You got
fun.
the courier speed
Yeah,
walk
we
going
did.
on.
Yeah.
We had so much fun.
I enjoyed driving
That
the
was
Grain.
great, yeah.
I enjoyed driving the Grain Wagoneer, and then seeing Paul drive it the first year back in the LA Monster Jam World Finals year.
Yeah, I was a little bit. Oh, yeah, we
From
drove to
there
Las Vegas. Yeah.
I didn't drive at all that one. That was all
No,
you.
I drove that whole one.
Yeah.
And then this year, I was thinking, you know what? I'll drive a little bit. I'm too old to drive. That was the first year. So last year, SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles. That was cool. It was a 1-day event.
Yep.
We had all met in LA. Reagan's pretty close, a couple of hours out of LA, aren't you?
Yeah, like
In San Diego. So he drove up with his dad. Wayne flew over with his mum and a few friends. We did that. It was good.
Good show.
It was a long day. I remember getting there at about 8 a.m. And then we left at 1 a.m. in the morning the next day.
Man.
Yeah, went to In-N-Out Burger, didn't we? Yeah.
Good time.
And then you guys went back
Late at
home.
night, right?
Yeah.
Like 12:30.
And then we went to. Then we had a road trip to Vegas.
Vegas was awesome. That was my first
that
time.
Was,
that was
your
blast.
first time. That was pretty cool.
That was sick.
We talked about doing, and then Jackson and I talked about doing it the next year. We go, why don't we go to Salt Lake City and then to Vegas, do a 10-day trip? And we were about to do it and book it, and I thought, that's what we did last year. And then we just decided, shit, let's go to Wayne's place in Florida.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then Reagan flew over. Oh, we met at Athens, Georgia, which is close to where we were. It's about an hour flight.
That's one of those really funny ones, man. Especially me and him have been on so many shit trips where that would be in that category. Where that's just one where why the fuck would you go
so
there?
that is it.
And it's hilarious that that's one we all did.
Yeah,
the only reason I
we
did
met there.
Yeah.
Like, if any city for us all to meet in, I would not have guessed Athens.
Okay,
Georgia.
This goes back to another one of those things where you have all those shows you've been to.
Yeah.
I would not go out of my way to go to Athens.
No.
The only reason I went was because you guys.
Like, exactly,
Because, so that was our first arena. So everyone bags Hot Wheels. There's 7 trucks normally at a Hot Wheels indoor arena. Arenas, small, indoor. Stadiums, outdoor, huge.
Yes.
Monster Jam only do stadiums in Australia outdoor, but in America they do small arenas like Hot Wheels. There was 6 trucks, 6, less than.
Yeah.
There were 5 events over 3 days.
It was one of those off-season shows where they put 6 trucks instead of 8. Usually they have 8. Sometimes they have a backflip. This one they didn't have.
This
a
had
backflip.
nothing. Yeah. Absolutely shit. The last show on Sunday night I reckon they'd be lucky if there's 1,000 people there.
It was not heavily sold.
No, not at all.
That was pretty weird.
I think you need to pause that. I think I need to
Piss?
Yeah, I probably need a bathroom break. If you want to just hit that little pause button.
You sure?
Yeah, let's just do
All
that.
right, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back
after
with
this
some
commercial
more
break.
content.
All right, we're
Okay.
back.
Okay.
We're back. We
From
just
this
need to
commercial
take
break.
a little commercial break back then. Okay, so let's get to what Monster Jam's all about. So someone asked me yesterday on a normal show, they go, why don't the Marvel trucks perform good? Now, Jackson told me about the Marvel trucks, saying that they have a deal with Monster Jam that they have to run shows with all 4 Marvel trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are attending a show in the States, you have to have the big 4 plus a couple of independents. So there's not enough room in a 10 truck, 12 truck lineup to put the 4 Marvel trucks. So they get chucked into the international tour. That's why we get them. Because there's no room for them, is there?
Not really. Because I guess in the States they'd have like 6 filled trucks.
Yep.
So that would be more than half of them are
Yep.
just Marvel. And
Yeah.
that's what they want, I guess, is what we've heard. Is they want it all in one show.
They want them all in one show.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, why wouldn't they just have independent monster trucks run the bodies then, like a felt body?
that's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why we get stuck with them, basically, because America can't accommodate them. They've obviously struck up some kind of deal. So don't buy any, which is what I do. Don't buy any Marvel shit. So they pulls the sponsorship out. So we get better trucks, basically. So when the trucks come to a normal show, not every truck is allowed to backflip. So there is a certain amount, depending on the amount of trucks at a show, predetermined, like WWE wrestling, certain trucks get cleared to backflip. That's correct.
It's more
Yeah.
certain drivers, I guess.
Sorry,
but-
certain drivers. I
Yeah.
said trucks, I meant to say drivers. Certain
Yeah,
drivers
drivers.
Yeah.
are cleared to backflip. So if someone breaks halfway through a freestyle and he was like 1 of 3, there'd be a backup person possibly.
Yeah,
or, if
there would.
Yeah.
or if it was too far down the order, then
You're just fucked.
you're fucked. There's no backflip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So typically the learning, I don't want to say the word learning, but the up and coming drivers on the international tour are given the Marvel trucks. It's not always the case because obviously Parr, he's got one,
Yeah, he's been around like really long.
and you know he's a freaking good driver with a good truck, but obviously they don't bring zombies, so he's forced to drive one of the Marvel trucks.
Right.
So that answers that question.
I think just to like expand on that a little bit, like the backflips are reserved for the experienced people as well. Like you could be a newcomer and get the chance to backflip. Like example, Mikey Vodder's very experienced. They give him the cleared backflip in Sweden, and he backflipped. Versus over here, you know,
Jamie Sullivan got one.
yeah, Jamie Sullivan. She's backflipped in the States. She's been in World Finals. She's experienced and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about the Marvel trucks. So, like, people say that it just depends. Like, the first year, they're brand new trucks. They don't want to damage the bodies and stuff like that. Just like when, like, Cynthia Gauthier went from, like, Dalmatian to Lucas Oil Stabilizer. They don't want you destroying your truck that first season, really, because they're limited on parts or it's a brand new body. Like when John Seasock, for OG fans, Batman monster truck in the States, it was the most expensive body, and they told him, you do not crash that truck, you do not destroy that body, which is why he was so good in racing and held back in freestyle a little bit to what he could really do. So it's kind of the same thing. But now we're a few years into the Marvel thing, so it's kind of like sometimes people hold back to keep the truck good and make it to the next weeks, or they just have a performance that they wanted to do better on, or they do a great performance and everything goes well. But I think everyone takes that and gets confused that, oh, you're driving a Marvel truck, you don't drive it well. I don't think that's correct anymore.
Yeah.
Compared to like maybe when they first came, people wanted to preserve the bodies. So now I think they could drive way more better than compared to years ago.
That happened with, was it Sparkle Smash that they stopped? Well, it was Blake's truck when they stopped the freestyle run because the whole nose came off.
Yeah, whole nose came off.
Yeah, in the Melbourne show. Yeah.
From what I understand, it's like if it's just fiberglass, it's okay. But when that body mount, which is like that little frame piece that connects to the truck, comes off, they have to. From what I hear,
that was the first show, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was it the first show?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so they shut him off in the first show of Melbourne because the whole, as you said, the mounting points and everything had come off the front nose. Mm-hmm. And someone came out in the rescue thing, dragged it off because they needed it. Yeah. Because if he came over and run it over, then they're not putting a new body on for the second show because, you don't get... So that was a question that they had for the second show in Melbourne. There were 4 trucks that started with no front bonnets on.
That's a good question.
And then one of them lost it. I think it was Sparkle Smash lost
in
the first jump type thing. So there was 5. Half the field had half the body missing.
So people were commenting on that?
Yeah, and they were like, oh my God, we paid all this money to come and see them. There's only half a truck because if you take a photo, it doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
That's the whole pit party thing. So they cannot replace, if there's 5 shows in Australia, they can't replace 5 whole bodies over 3 weeks, over 5 shows. It's just way too much money.
Right.
So that's why they sent the trucks out with patched up. That's why they dragged all the parts off, the full big parts. They don't just chuck them in the bin anymore. They repurpose them and try and rivet them together and mold some sort of body out of 3 leftover bodies type thing. And that's pretty much what they do.
I think the people that said that, like if they've been to a pit party or not, the pit party's half of the show. So if you're saying that like you want to see the full truck, I think it's worth it for you and your family to go see what the pit party's like and actually go take an extra few hours and go to that, spend an extra $60 to $100 because it is half the experience. I tell everyone in America, anywhere in the world, you don't go to a pit party, you just go to a truck show. Like, oh, these big trucks are doing crazy things. Yep. And you kind of imagine like a RC remote control driver if you never see the actual driver of the truck come out. So, I mean, the truck competing without a nose on it is still 80% or more of the truck. Like, structurally, it's there. The rest of the body's there and the nose isn't. I'm happy. Yeah. But I can understand if you're a fan that's never been to a pit party or you have one show a year and you see that. I get it.
Yeah, it's the one show. If you go to one show and I guess if you went to Melbourne, for us, the Melbourne night show, both shows were awesome. The Melbourne night show was way better.
I would say, yeah.
But I guess if you didn't go to the first show or the pit party and you didn't see the whole truck, I can understand how you'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So, let's quickly talk about Hot Wheels, but Jackson's not here to give all the information type stuff. So, Hot Wheels is obviously owned by Mattel. Mm-hmm. They mainly do arenas. New Zealand had the biggest shows, the biggest crowds ever in the world for it.
For Hot Wheels.
For a Hot Wheels show.
Because they only do arenas in America. They've never done a stadium.
And that's why we decided, holy shit, let's go to New Zealand to see a show.
Yeah, and I always wanted to go. We let you know in Auckland for a few hours 2 years ago. And, this was the chance.
Mm-hmm.
And the show was pretty good.
It was worth going to.
Yeah, it was worth going to.
We're seeing the city.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good show for Hot Wheels. I guess everyone's used to backflips and double barrels and
exactly,
stuff. Yeah. If it's your first monster truck show ever, or even if it's your first couple of monster truck shows ever, it was still pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So there's 3 private companies that own the 7 trucks.
Yeah. Well, it would be more like teams.
Teams.
You could say company, I guess, but What would you say, teams?
Yeah, teams.
I'd say
It's
teams.
like, it's like any
So
independent team,
they're
you know.
kind of an independent team, like a multi-jam have independent teams, and then they run the Hot Wheels bodies.
Yeah, Patrick's one of the big ones because Patrick makes a bunch of monster truck parts and everything for a lot of people. So a lot of the Monster Jam trucks you see actually have Patrick parts on it and stuff like that. So like some of the actual Hot Wheels trucks are these Patrick trucks that run like fully, that are made fully in house. Whereas the Monster Jam trucks, they have a few parts from this guy Patrick, and he makes a bunch of stuff. So yeah.
So there's Patrick, there's KCM,
Uh-huh.
and there's Samsung, the team.
Yeah.
Samsung. So they.
I think that's under Patrick.
Yeah. So they're the independent teams that own the chassis, and then they kind of Hot Wheels
contracts these
them
teams
to run their bodies.
Yeah, so all the Monster Jam trucks are owned by Fault Entertainment, the company, whereas Hot Wheels, all of those trucks, they're owned independently. So they're not owned by a big company. They're owned by people that have their own job and do other stuff for a living. And then monster trucks, they either kind of have as their side thing that they love to do, that they lose money on, but kind of make it back with their job.
Yeah.
Or you're like Patrick and you kind of make it your full-time job by creating parts and everything, and
So
they get contracted.
And they run the Hot Wheels bodies, and they are basically told, these bodies are really expensive, don't tear them up.
Yeah.
And that's why the Hot Wheels shows are like that.
And
you say they are aimed at
a younger demographic.
what's the demographic?
Yeah. So what the way I kind of see it, whether it's true or not, is that Hot Wheels is marketed to 5 and under, and Monster Jam is marketed to like 5 and up.
Yeah.
So like they don't have the same demographic at all.
Yeah.
Like the people that go to Monster Jam are completely different than the people that go to Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
And
you said that people that go to Hot Wheels go once, and your Disney on Ice comparison.
Well, it's the same with Monster Jam. I say that the only people that go more than once are us, and that's finite. You know, there's a finite amount of people that you'll see on. Everyone that you see that has an Instagram account or a Facebook account in your group are the only fans in the world. Like, there's no casual fans, like casual football fans or casual NASCAR fans. There's not a such thing as a Monster Truck fan that doesn't have an Instagram account. It doesn't exist. But that's besides the point. Besides the point is that Hot Wheels and Monster Jam, the reason why it's so hard for them to compete with each other is because they don't have the same audience.
Yeah.
So, like, Hot Wheels is just it's a light show for 5-year-olds and younger. Monster Jam is kind of like a visual spectacle, like, tricks and stuff, kind of for like 8 and, 10-year-olds and stuff. So, yeah, it's that's why, like, they don't drive each other.
Yeah.
Is because it's not the same audience,
Well, so Australia has Hot Wheels to thank for this year. So if you had told me November, December last year when you guys went home that Monster Jam's bringing 10 trucks, Sparkle Smash, the Andersons, Jackson and I found out about February, and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
No way they're going to do that.
Right.
And I take that I remember us 4 checking out from Melbourne last year, we wait for an Uber downstairs, and we ran into, I forget his name, but he's a tech guy. So he's one of the guys when the truck breaks down, they take the little golf cart out, and they put the fire suit, and they piss around the truck. So we've known him for a fair while. I do know his name, I just don't want to say it. And we saw him downstairs, and he said, "What do you think of the show, boys?" It was okay, because last year both Melbourne shows were pretty shit. And he said to me, "We are fucking dead set embarrassed of that show because of the breakdowns. Because there's a difference between, and I'll get back to that too. There's a difference between a truck breaking down because they flog it to sitting in a container for 6 months in the heat, and it's just shit." So, because Hot Wheels last year sold, I think they did 5 cities or 4 cities, sold out a lot, made more money than Monster Jam, even though everyone watching this video hates them, someone must have gone and bought tickets.
Yeah, right.
That's why Monster Jam sent all those trucks back to Florida, where Wayne lives, to Feld. Fresh engines, completely new electrical systems and everything in it. So when we saw, those shows, those trucks had done one show, and that was Singapore, wasn't it? That was their first show since Rebuilt, which we all went to. And we could tell that there were no breakdowns apart from them breaking the truck in half. And Melbourne was the same. They trashed the trucks in the first show, didn't they?
They did.
There was a few battery issues here and there, especially Cynthia's truck. That can be expected, but there was no issues of this truck's been sitting in a container for 6 months.
That's not
And
working.
then the first hit, it's all rusty and breaks.
It breaks.
Mm-hmm.
The second show had issues, and
that's because you're running them twice in the day.
Because they flogged them. And I remember I talked to Blake, our Toro driver, Saturday night, and his truck had a heap of issues, mainly brake issues, and he said it basically those issues was because of how hard he ran it in show one. And if it was just a 1 day show like Sydney's going to be, it'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So Sydney, like next week, this week coming up, man, I think it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
One show.
Exactly.
Yeah, one show, a night show.
One show is always better than two.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
As a driver, if you like screw up the first show, though, it gives you a double.
Yeah,
chance.
you've got a chance.
But if you had a great show showing, you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, that's right. I don't need to do everything.
Double standard.
Yeah.
So,
everything.
Sydney's going to be pretty awesome. What else? Trying to think. I've had a few questions about.
Let's do a few. We got a few Q&As on Facebook.
What's your favorite country you've been to watch a show?
Oh man, favorite one? I'd say now between Australia, Singapore, and Dubai, easily.
Dubai sounded
top
cool.
three for sure.
Yeah, I have the same top three, but that Dubai trip was. It was just different.
Yeah.
I'd never done anything in my life then, and then really since. I mean, besides going.
You've done the Liwa one a couple.
Yeah, that's different though, because we were. That was less touristic.
Yeah.
For me, that was more kind of doing local things.
But
it just blew me away the first time. Seeing it.
I think people find it interesting. What is Liwa? Because I doubt a lot of people know what that is.
Yeah, so that's it's a one-of-a-kind Monster Jam show that they do in the middle of the desert. It's about a 2.5 hour drive out of Dubai. Or it's either
Abu Dhabi or Dubai.
No, out of Dubai, because I think Abu Dhabi's an hour and a half.
Gotcha.
I think. And so it's a spectacle in itself that, you're an American, then you rent a car and drive out in the middle of the desert. And
middle of nowhere.
It looks like you're driving in Jerusalem, It's like how you imagine, like, the Bible and talks about it.
It's like the desert where, like, you walk for hundreds of miles.
Exactly. You see those little oases and sand dunes. It's an experience going out and doing that show. It is my favorite. That's my favorite Monster Jam I've ever been to, is doing that one.
Cool.
It's part of a festival. That Liwa festival is a month-long New Year's festival.
It's at Christmas time, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, the festival starts like the first week of December, I think, and it goes till New Year's, and it's mostly off-road themed.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of Arab guys like bringing their ship boxes and driving up the sand dunes. that's literally the whole point.
Some of them are big money though. There's some big names out there.
Yeah, the prince goes to Monster Jam every year. Like the Saudi, or no, it's not Saudi. The Emirate Prince. Yeah. He goes to they literally build a separate booth for him and his family, and they'll go to like one of the 4 shows.
That's like when wrestling goes.
It's like when Trump goes to UFC.
So you can see his booth while you're sitting there.
Yeah, you can see like the family and the booth is right there next to it's in the videos.
That's cool.
So Blake jumps up in the air and whatever, and just waves
to the prince.
Yeah, well, at the end of they only did it at one show a couple of years ago, so it must have been the one they were at. that they all the drivers, like after they finished the freestyle and stuff, all the drivers brought their trucks out and like parked in front of it.
Oh, how cool is that?
It's basically like
Really?
like
Do the
cow.
Barry zombie arms.
yeah, it's
All of
true.
them.
Yeah.
And he's got one of those money guns. He's just firing $1,000 bills at them all. That's pretty cool.
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
It's
Is that in the video?
yeah. Oh yeah, it has to be. Yeah,
Okay.
you can see the building at least.
That's
yeah.
sweet.
It's an experience, and it's part of, like I said, like it's like a fair, like a giant state fair,
Yeah.
and there's food booth, and fucking Ferris wheel crap.
That's one of the unique ones that doesn't get announced or like
it's
put
the only one right
on
now.
Monster Jam website. Usually you see Monster Jam on the website. This
It's-
one's not on there at all.
It's technically not even really a monster jam. Like
it's a private party.
yeah, it's technically like a little
Technically, yeah.
private government
Yeah.
thing,
Uh-huh.
So
I heard one of the guys was talking this weekend about going there.
Oh yeah?
I can't remember who it was.
I don't know.
I don't know. Was it Charlie?
No.
No. Anyway,
No.
that's here, not there.
Beats me.
I had a question about collectibles. So
Sure.
I know I haven't been to Reagan's house, but I do know what he collects. We talked about it today. I've seen your stuff.
These
Actually-
guys are better at documenting my
it's
collection
like,
than me.
compared to you guys, I don't like.
Yeah, you
collect
don't,
that.
you
I
don't, yeah.
buy anything.
Half the stuff in your house is actually mine.
That's true.
We had this discussion earlier on. I go, holy fuck! I bought that last year and sent it to your place. It's on display at your house.
Yes, it's on the
Which
wall.
is literally
Yeah,
true.
which is it's 100% true. You were at an appointment one day when we were over there in July or June, and
Dentist appointment.
yeah, dentist appointment, and your dad was showing me his cars.
Yep.
A heap of cool American muscle cars.
60
And-
Camaros, other stuff.
And Jackson and I are like, holy shit, this is a monster truck part.
Yeah, my
And-
dad's probably like nerding out.
Yeah,
showing
nerding
about
out
the
telling
car,
us all about
and
the
then
cars.
Paul
And we
Jackson
go-
go,
and we go,
oh, look at the fiberglass.
This is our like a tailgate. There's
See,
a roof off grave digger, and we're pulling it all out and over and taking.
They
it back.
documented my home collection
We
for me.
did.
I never did that.
And then we tried to put it all together and put it back so you didn't see it. So Wayne has a fucking incredible amount of really big, cool, as opposed to my little small shit here. So yeah,
I just like collecting every now and then like
Yeah.
a rare piece that I know is
Yeah.
awesome, like a Rod Ryan hood, entire front clip, not just
it's
hood,
just a whole clip.
like
It's
the whole
sitting-
front clip.
Yeah.
It's just on top of the El Camino hanging out.
It's just friggin' awesome. Yeah.
And like Max D piece I got
Oh,
like
yeah.
for a really good
Cool
price.
Max
Thank
D
God,
piece,
that was
yeah.
cool. That was awesome. I have this one I bought from like Arlington a few years ago in 21, and it's Tom Mentz Max D fire piece next door you didn't see,
Ooh, I
and
didn't
it's
see that.
signed by Tom. So that was
So
like one of
he
my
kept
favorites.
that from me because he knew I'd probably steal it.
Yeah.
I'd cut it up and fold it in my suitcase.
Paul would cut it up
Yeah.
and take it back. And
So if anyone wants a quarter of it, hit
Yeah,
me
I
up.
was saying,
Sweet.
yeah, the group.
It's probably a couple of thousand
Paul will
each.
come back.
Yeah, we'll bring it back
we'll be right back.
if we go there next year. So Reagan has a heap of really cool die cast, which he hides and doesn't tell anyone about.
No, I don't.
So we'll just leave it there. We can just leave it there.
Well, I just like the high ticket ones.
Yeah,
I
he does.
I don't like the little shitty Spin Master purple stuff.
Yeah.
I like if something cool comes up online and it's worth like a shitload of money, then I'll know that one day it could be worth a little bit more. So that's kind of what I do. And then if I want to open it, I'll put it on display. But most of the time it just sits in a box in the corner. And then one day it could, pay off my house, hopefully.
Yippee.
Oh, we've got
It's the goal.
we've got Chevy come to join
Hey
us.
Chev,
Hey, Chev, you want to come over here?
Chev's here.
Table.
You can see him on the thing.
Come here. Come on.
I like collecting the.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
What is that?
This is Big
Hi,
Chev.
Chev.
Wolf.
I like collecting the toy set, the limited ones that they give out at the summits for Spin Master.
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
You do.
Yeah, I like getting those for like the best price and then holding on to them.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Chev's bottom is in the video right now.
Yes, it
Chev,
is.
Put your bottom down.
Put your bottom
I have to
down.
play that out.
Should we even? I didn't want to mention it, but so Monster Jam has a summit every year, Should
We should leave it there.
That's all.
And
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with that. Yeah, you can ask me that at the pit party if you see me. Yeah.
That's probably too much.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah. Reagan's just getting us another couple of beers. I'll take
Oh, I'm getting you one?
Yeah, I'll take one too. Yeah.
Okay, you want one, Junior?
I got my stuff. Thank you. What else is there?
Okay, let me have a look. What's been the best part? That's from our mate Ben. What's been the best part of following Monster Jam?
Fingering your cat right now.
Yeah, I know. It's like scratching Chevy's chin. I think we've answered that. I think it's just the it's the travel, and one of the. Did you just smell his butt?
I was putting the sucker.
Oh, he was just trying to get the tail out of the way. For us, because and we said that before. Because we go to so many shows. If we go to a show that's bad, but it's at a new city, like Singapore was a perfect example. None of us have been to Singapore before. We all met up. We went to remember that the street market food place.
Yeah.
No refrigeration. Every main was like $4 or $6 Singapore.
Reminded me of a flea market.
Yeah, like a
just
flea
with
market for food.
Food
Pretty
galore.
much, yeah.
With no refrigeration or no safe food handling.
No, not at all.
So if we go to a restaurant, even if we go to like a 5-star restaurant, we'll order 4 meals with all the appetizers and whatnot, and it's almost like a free for all, isn't it? You don't ask.
Oh, no.
If you're sitting there eating your chicken parm, which we don't eat, I would just lean over with the cat in front of me and just cut a piece off while you're eating and just eat it because that's just pretty much what we do.
Yeah, huh?
Yep.
And Singapore, those markets were like, we were the only tourists. Everyone was a local.
Everybody.
And we're just like, there's just a table full of food. Most of it was shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, I expected like that stuff to be really good because I love street food.
Yeah.
And I expected it to be really good, but it kind of tasted like water.
Yeah, because they put it in the sewer, basically. So the food gets put down, and we're like this, filming it, and everyone was looking at us.
I know that.
We saw one American guy.
Yeah.
We saw one
Yeah,
American
he gave
guy.
us a, hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the worst food. He got food poisoning at the show the next day.
He ate a stingray.
You ate a stingray, yeah. That was. I think that's what. I think that messed you up.
Easily within it.
You were in an air conditioning room, sweating more than anyone I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, you were pretty crook. Yeah,
this is rough. Yeah,
you bailed out of that. So that stingray probably wasn't a very good $4 investment. Yeah. Well, for you,
I got the story, I guess.
Yeah, at least you got that.
You got the story. That's what matters.
So that's us, isn't it? That's us. That's us.
That's what we do. Yeah,
That's us.
I mean, I had gone to so many shows domestically right after COVID, especially because I didn't do anything international for a while.
That's right. Yeah.
So I got that all on my system in the States, giving a fuck about entertainment, and then it was all. Really, since the first international shows we went to, it was like, holy fuck. We went to London. That was probably like the first one that kind of opened my eyes.
Yeah.
As when we went to London. It was still like, about the show. We went to Canada a couple months later, and that was just a whole great time.
It was awesome. Like, that's the Salinas. Well, they don't know. That's like an awesome track over there. It's like a big bowl place that they go and do country events at in Calgary, Canada.
It's funny, he's talking about the event. The whole point is I was talking about, it's not about the event, it's about the city, and then you're talking about that fucking retard.
Yeah, but who are we catering to, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
He's right. Yeah.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
Well, there's a huge difference. There's Angry Bob and Happy Bob. And
Listen, right, yeah.
His spit. Oh, I can't even say the word. His spit. Oh, fuck shit. Yeah. What's that word when someone hospitable? Oh, I can't even say it.
Hospitality?
Yeah, I think
Hospitable?
hospitable.
Yeah.
That's
Hospitable.
the word I was looking for.
Hospitable.
Holy shit! I got it out.
Hospitable.
Hospitable. Angry. That's pretty much it, isn't it?
Well, going through phases.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd seen me in different stages of life.
But
I'm in one right now.
But I'm saying that's not a bad thing. We're just saying that's just it.
It's just a truth.
That's just how we roll.
It depends on what it is.
True. Yeah.
I mean, fucking, I've been probably happier I've been in fucking
You have.
months.
And I'm kind of joking because he has been.
Yeah.
You've seen me worse.
We've since June. We've hung out a fair while. We've hung out in 4 countries since June.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Very
America,
wild.
Singapore, New Zealand, Australia.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of shows.
That's 4.
That's 4. Yeah. You guys have been to a few more. You've been to Canada. You're going to all the South American shows coming up after this.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to say anything, but because Jackson's asleep, we've got to. This year was going to be our only year that we did a big tour, like him and me. But actually, we've got more next year.
Well, yeah.
So we'll kind of leave it at that. Next year we want to do even more than what we've done this year. So
we'll get more going on, and also like that lines up with me too. Where I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and that's pretty much nothing alone. So it's like only the trips that I can do with friends and stuff are the ones I want to do. So I mean that saves all this time and money for us to do.
Yeah,
more
exactly.
Shit,
to all stay at each other's houses and share hotel rooms and
and
go to your beds.
Go to Hooters.
Eat
coconut shrimp.
Yeah. Oh my god, the American trip that we had. There's not enough time to even get into a tiny part of it. It was. It's like, oh my god, we need to replicate that, but can we? You guys said we can because we could do this, and this.
You can.
Well, yeah.
Listen, if we did Louisiana and Nashville, I think those two alone.
You can't do the same thing again.
No, we're going to do something different. Yeah, 100%.
Well, yeah, and that's there are more places to see.
Yeah, and you guys have got something exciting we can't really say about what you're doing coming up.
Yeah.
Not yet. So we did when we went to the States. We went to a couple of workshops. We went to Star Creations that make all the bodies.
That was fun.
That was friggin' amazing. We had a heap of footage. We can't share it. Went to an independent shop that were just fantastic to us.
Tom Flory Motorsports.
Had them on. Honestly, that was probably one of the highlights of my trip. Our car broke down there in the car park. But
the Grand Wagoneer, Grand Shittineer.
Yeah, that's another story for another time. But they were so nice to us, weren't they?
They were awesome. We had a pizza party with the Pags.
Yeah, we had a
Thanks,
massive
Pags.
with the Pagarulos.
Certain people are like, in the industry are kind of like a family deal.
And the cool thing about it is a lot of those conversations were, don't say anything, and they were really, everyone's really candid with us. We filmed a bunch of stuff, which we really can't show. It's for our own benefit type thing. And that's what we do. I'll wrap it up and say that's what we do when we are on tour. We do get to stay at all of the hotels. Let's just take last weekend. We were in the same hotel with all the Jam people. Even though all the drivers are there, you guys have their numbers in your phones and all this kind of stuff. You can just ask for anything. You don't. I had a bunch of stuff for various people to get signed. I had breakfast with them. We sat in the bar with them. It was upstairs. It was a pain in the ass to drag it to the pit party, but we weren't asked them.
Right, exactly.
That's
just common decency and being a human over being like, oh, this is a superhero. Yeah. That's what people need to know.
Hey Ryan, I've got all this shit upstairs. Can you come upstairs?
You need to know that.
Yeah, can you come upstairs? And you know the funny thing is, when I was there and he signed those massive things I had to bring, he goes, "Oh, how come he didn't get me to sign them at the hotel?" No, I think he said, "Oh, you should just ask me to sign them at the hotel." I said, "Oh, Jackson wouldn't let me." Not to mention these two. Yeah. So that's kind of the boundary. But apart from just them, it's all the other people. It's the Dirt Crew. It's the FMX guys. We did dinner with the FMX guys, didn't we? They are man, some stories from them just blew me away. Just listening to them.
They're good people.
The AV guys, the tech guys, and all that. The crew guys that all you guys know, and thanks to you three, I know them now, and they, just hanging out with them is as cool as hanging out with the drivers, really, isn't it?
Well, you start learning the difference because in the spot you and Jackson would be in, going to less events and stuff.
Exactly.
You meet less people, so you think meeting these people is like, oh my god, Blake Granger, holy shit. Where it's like, not to sound like a dick, but we like just kind of know them on like a human level, so we know who sucks and who's cool.
Yeah,
and so I think, especially now, the next couple months, your guys' lines are going to be crossing more into like knowing, who's worth talking to and who's not. Yeah. So besides, they drive fucking, whatever. Yeah. Oh, they're cool. You'll figure that stuff out.
That's a bit of code talk between us three, and Jackson upstairs, and Chevy. So
my favorite people don't fucking drive, and that's not a diss on any drivers.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just like my favorite people I know. It's not because they have a cool job. Yeah. It's just because they're cool people.
So we met. I remember last year coming back from a show. We were about to walk in the hotel. It was probably 10:30, 11 o'clock. There was the Aussie guy that does the dirt, and the main guy that's the dirt crew guy, and they were outside smoking. And we ended up talking. We ended up talking to them for like an hour or so outside before even going in.
It's basically Reagan, dude.
Yeah. And
without the beer,
we found out what was happening, and So I guess when you find that stuff out, it's a fine line between just posting on Facebook and saying, "Hey, next year we're going to Perth." I know for a fact, but they're not going to Perth. But like that kind of stuff, you're going to have, I guess, a bit of, what's the right word? Social decorum, courtesy, all this kind of stuff too. Well, they tell you stuff. Not really. They don't even say, "Hey, don't say this to anyone." But I guess if you did blab it to everyone, you wouldn't get told stuff.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And that's probably
what you're doing right now.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything at all.
Well, you haven't.
No, that's right.
Not yet.
No,
that's
not
just,
ever.
That's just basic social etiquette.
Yeah.
It goes for you with your buddy and his girlfriend. So like if you hate you and your buddy hate his girlfriend, you don't tell her. It's kind of the same principle.
Yeah.
So
So that's pretty much where we are.
Yeah.
So we do get told, we get a bit of inside information of stuff. We'll keep it to ourselves, but we're just, at the end of the day, we are just paying fans, and you've said to me, you've spent, and I fucking agree completely, you as an individual has spent the most amount of money on monster truck tickets than probably anyone in the world.
As a YouTuber.
And that's
just as...
I don't know if you beat Tomcat.
You would.
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Tomcat doesn't get a show every weekend.
No.
All right. Straight.
All right.
So
for one person,
we normally buy front row center because that's where you film from. You would have spent the most amount of money, and 100%, there's no debate about that, than anyone in the world. So, not that that's a flex, that's just saying that's your passion.
Yeah.
And you don't take free rides off anyone. That's my whole point.
No, I don't.
You fuel your passion through your own money.
People think it's so easy to go record, get on a plane, go home.
Yeah.
He did it full time for and you do it mainly full time every year. But that 1 year, as you explained, you did it so many weeks, just about every single week of the Monster Jam of that year.
Yeah, it was every single week.
It was every week.
That's probably a couple $100,000 in flights. Fucking even parking at the airport costs you a friggin' fortune every time.
Oh, I pay people to drive.
Yeah, well, but then paying plumbers.
I say my limo.
It's the same thing.
Your limo.
I know you have a private jet, but still, jet fuel is expensive.
Yeah. I mean, to a YouTuber, it's not
terrible.
Well, it's
right off.
It's tax run.
Yeah.
And I would say myself too. Never had a free ticket to any show. Always buy my own tickets.
No, connections do get you places. Like
Yes.
you're a lot better at making connections than I am.
Yes.
You know, so it's like if I would have been doing shit like that, there's been plenty of times I've spent money on shit I'd never had to.
Yeah.
You know, like way too many times.
But that's the whole point. I don't mind. The perks of it is maybe knowing the international security guy who's standing at the end of the event on the track, and he picks up.
pretty cool.
He picks up a couple of small pieces of fiberglass and turns around, and I'm saying, "Hey, yeah, that's fucking mine."
Well, also,
And he walks up and gives it to you.
That's just from me making a friend in the States and then being like,
that's a perk that I would rather get than a free ticket.
Yeah,
100%.
totally. Yeah. I mean, like, and it's also just kind of building like certain rapport.
Yeah.
Where if you're the guy always asking for free shit, and give me this,
exactly.
give me that,
You're gonna get nothing.
then then you're gonna be annoying. No one likes you. It's like.
Yeah.
That's something that I was trying to explain to you guys before. Like, you know how you buy fiberglass? I've never bought any of that shit. I've never bought any of that because, to me, it means more if you get it.
Absolutely.
And I've been given cool gifts. I've been given flags and
Yeah.
pieces and shit just from living my life. And it's like, if I, like, you having that Spike Off Max D, you got that. You didn't buy
Yeah,
that.
no,
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. But I'm talking, let's say you had that El Toro logo piece. You
I
bought
bought
that.
it, yeah.
Okay, so I would not give a single fuck about that.
No, me neither.
No, yeah. And like,
Jackson got given 1 year, I think it's 2017, could be wrong, he's not here to prove me right. I can't think of, oh god, who drove? Oh, he used to drive.
What truck?
He drove Gravedigger Morgan Kane.
Okay.
And as well, the next year he drove Max D.
Yeah, he works for Team Penske.
He works for Team Penske NASCAR. Driver.
He's in NASCAR?
Oh, yeah, for a few years now.
NASCAR, yeah.
We
should have seen him. We went there.
He's like one of the big guys in Team Penske.
Yeah.
Does he drive?
No, he doesn't
No,
drive.
no.
He's like in the management sort of side of things.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
He's like a Dustin Brown.
Yeah, we printed him out this massive banner, which is friggin' hard. It would be from the floor to ceiling. We made two, one to give to him as a gift, and one that Jackson got signed. Jackson's like this tall by then, and he was blown away that we gave it to him. And then the next year he came back. I think he was driving Max D the first year. The next year he came back driving Gravedigger, and as we still are when a show ends, even Melbourne was the same. We get escorted out. We're the last to leave, aren't we? Because we're too busy talking to everyone.
I'm always the first to leave when I go.
You are, yeah. But when you're with us, you're kind of standing in the corner like the special kid, and then the rest of us are all talking.
Well, no, I'm standing in the corner like a normal person. You're all the
we're all the
special
special
people.
people. Yeah, won't leave, and we get kicked out.
Yeah.
So
I had to talk to that Papa Tone's chili oil guy. The other day.
that's right.
Well, that's different because it's actually worth it.
Did you see him in Melbourne?
No, he wasn't at
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Oh shit. Okay.
You Australians have a cool guy over here called Papa Tone's chili oil. He's pretty funny.
He was pretty funny, wasn't he, that year,
Yeah.
the first year? So we lost you for like half a night.
Yeah. I went to the booth. Here's another thing, Monster Jam.
Yeah.
Like, I sacrificed my footage and everything to go have a cool hangout. It's
Yes.
like, it's so
100%.
awesome to be over here and record it, but
It's
like,
way better. Yeah.
I'm gonna go and have
And
that
looking
one.
back, it's
one
like, I wish I
lifetime
would've-
experience.
Yeah, we should have
Yeah, I always feel
I
like
gotta
I
put it
would've
on the
done that.
video. So yeah, things like that.
That's pretty funny.
Things like that.
So Morgan Kane. So the show had finished. It was Sydney. Jackson got interviewed earlier in the night by whoever the interviewer was. Can't remember. And she was sitting right by us because we both front row center. And Max D had done a run. All the spikes had fallen off. And she was sitting very close to me, and it was very quiet. I said, "Hey, next time, every time it would stop, she'd go down on the track and interview someone." I said, "Hey, can you give me one of those spikes that had fallen off the truck?" And she did. She gave us the spikes. Sweet. And then at the end of the event, Max D, Gravedigger tore it up. Jackson and I are like just walking around to the exit. And every time you go to a different aisle, we'd walk in the aisle and take a photo and look. Morgan Kane standing in the middle, we're talking to a screw chief, and I yell, "Morgan!" And he turns around and he sees us, and he recognises me and Jackson, and he comes over to us, and he's got in his hands, which I didn't know at the time, a folded up Max D flag off that run.
What?
And he hands it to Jackson.
Oh man!
So we got a spike off Max D and a race use, which is on the wall over there. No, it's on the wall upstairs. That's.
I was gonna say that's
yeah,
not
the
Max D.
sign.
That's Gravedigger.
Oh, no, I mean, sorry. Did I say Max D?
You said Max D
Oh,
this whole
shit,
time.
I'm so confused. It's Gravedigger.
So you had a Max D spike and a Gravedigger
Good
flag.
flag.
That's
Sorry.
awesome. That's really cool.
And like what you were saying, so Jackson got given a Max D spike and a Gravedigger flag.
And then you'll remember that.
Yeah.
You'll remember buying that
Yeah.
shit.
So I've got a bought flag signed by all 4 Andersons there, but the one upstairs he got given means more.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
The only shit I own, like when you come, you'll see the only shit that I own is what I've been given. That's all in my room or whatever. And
I remember you had that like cool piston or something from Son of a Gun.
yeah. So one of the
cool
crew guys, it was in East Ruth. You were there. We were with Tanner, I think, and Jack. Or no, it was with Najwa and Armando. And we were in the lobby, and it was the same hotel as everyone. And the crew guys walk in later because they work late.
Yeah.
And one of the guys just had a piece from a cool Son of a Digger run. He blew the engine
Such a
chips.
sidewall one or something?
Yeah, it was. And he came and he just like, hey, you want it? And then gave me it. And it's like, that's one of the coolest things I
Holy
ever.
shit.
It's from one of like the coolest clips I ever filmed.
It's when the truck's
And-
doing like 20 of these.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the
Sidewalls.
most in
Yeah.
history.
It just detonated the engine.
Uh-huh,
You
yeah.
have to lock that up when I come to your place.
yeah, better. Yeah, you're not allowed in my room, asshole.
That's coming back to Australia with me and my cabinet.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with
Well, your
that.
money might stay with me in the U.S.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just something like that. You
That's
know, where
pretty cool.
that's cool. Ryan gave me a flag one time off the truck.
That's actually
Yeah.
something I would really.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I still have the dirt on it and everything. You know, there's a couple things like that that are cool.
My favorite one was I always wanted a flag. Like that was my ultimate dream to get like a flag. And as South Africa, that Matt Cody crash ripped off the flag. He was looking for a fan, and I had the frog with me, so I put the frog up. I'm like, Matt, and he sees me.
Yeah, that's
So he
And
comes
you got
up
a
and gets
flag?
the flag. Yeah, that was the ultimate.
That's pretty cool.
I still gotta get it signed.
yeah,
But
an African flag. That's what
yeah,
it says.
South Africa, man.
Yeah, that's epic.
So
Yeah,
That's
I'll never
cool,
forget that. Matt's always been
Mhm.
like really cool.
Yeah. They are cool. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The international crowd is it's been changing this year, but especially a couple years ago, it was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
It was just it was a great time. Like everyone kind of had the same goals. Like, oh hey, we all sat around and did nothing for COVID, so now we all want to have fun and that type of deal. So that's kind
That's
of
starting to feel a little more domestic.
yeah. It's been
Well,
like
it's for
that for
you
a
guys
while.
because you go to so many of them.
Well, it's just everyone else.
Yeah. Well, that's it, boys.
We'll
On
be
that
right back.
note, we'll be right
We'll be
back.
right back. Thank you, Monster Truck is
yeah.
worldwide, and
Hey, don't forget. Oh, I'll post a link, and you guys need to subscribe to it because I need a tax write-off. Very long story, but if you subscribe to wherever I post this, I need the subscriptions because I need
needs
some
the
kind of tax
subscriptions.
write-off to go to all these events.
Yeah.
So do it just for me.
yeah. So yeah,
That's
Monster
it.
Truckers worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me up if you want some fiberglass on the Facebook. Hit
Yeah.
my Bobby Parr, Paul Morris.
Wayne will bring it over next year.
I'll bring over whatever you want. Tell me
Yeah.
what you want.
Bring the whole El Toro Loco rear clip and then cut it to like small pieces.
The
of your
tailgate?
suitcase, yeah.
Oh man, I don't
All
know
your
if I
Max
can do it.
D parts, he'll do it. I will force him to do it, and he'll bring it all over.
You
and
heard
he'll
it.
give it.
He's
he'll
gonna
sell
force
it to
me
you
to
cheap.
do it.
Probably half of them are mine anyway that I've bought and are in his garage
Fucking
now.
piece of shit.
Fucking piece of
Probably.
shit.
Yeah, he's got an AFL football that.
Oh
belongs
yeah,
to
yeah.
him.
I've got a
It's in the
football
house,
that, so.
and the Monster Jam Fire and Ice shirts I actually
Ooh.
found.
Did you really?
I found them, so
Can I have them?
Yes.
I paid for them.
you can have them. No, you can't have them, Paul.
He
can't have them. He can't have them.
He didn't fucking tell
He
me
can't
last,
have 'em,
last
man.
night. He said he didn't know where they were. He's a fucking piece of shit. Is what
I was
he
just
is.
waiting for
He's
the.
a
I was waiting
shit.
for the right time to reveal it.
Well, like, see,
It's a box of 12 shirts.
There is. I fucking bought them all. I paid for them all.
Don't worry.
When we did the road trip and we bought
hold on to
souvenirs anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
that's
remember
terrible.
how the bags
So
in the
many.
back?
Yeah.
So whenever I
terrible.
bought anything, I would just take and put in like my luggage or
You
something.
should have, yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
I did that every time. But then
Me and Bob
at the
had
end,
bags in the
at
back.
the end, you guys remember when we got to
Yeah,
Charlotte?
yeah,
you guys
we went to
had to-
Charlotte.
it took like an hour to go through all
We
that
had
shit.
an hour to
And
unpack.
it's like that's what's going on with
Yeah,
this.
it's just going down.
Yeah.
We had a car with 3 rows of seats.
Holy.
Massive fucking shitbox. Oh,
It was a piece of shit.
yeah.
You got us there.
big V8.
Really?
And the third row, so you're a backseat driver.
Yeah.
So you always sit in the back seat. Him and me did probably most of the driving, half and a half.
Yeah.
And the third row of seats just had our
It
purchases.
was just your 3, which
That's three.
which is you
Well, actually
two.
2. Yeah.
It's you
Just
two.
me and
Yeah.
Jack.
Us
Me
two.
and you. And then we got to our last point after 10 days, and we thought, oh fuck, we have to give the car back to her. So we check in the hotel, and the third row of seats, like normal car seats, was to the roof.
And we had to
It
unpack
actually
the entire
was,
one.
and the floor was full.
The
too.
floor was full.
The
All the way.
floor was
It's
full
not-
of like shirts and
That's
toys.
no exaggeration.
No,
It
it's
was-
not exaggeration, guys.
exaggeration. The whole back row was full from the fucking feet all the way to the top.
Yeah. Oh shit. Including fireworks, cigars,
Fireworks.
beers.
Oh, here's a good story when we lit off the fireworks in the parking lot.
Yeah. That
Tell
was
it.
Oh my
Was
god.
that was in
It was in Elizabeth City, North Carolina.
Yeah.
On it, the
So-
day before we went to Digger's
Yeah,
Dungeon.
so Reagan was going to show Paul and Jackson some fireworks.
Because it's 4th of
Because
July. 4th of
it's-
July.
It's
Yeah.
Walmart fireworks too, so it's a little different. So when I was a kid, Walmart fireworks were common, but now they're illegal. So, but we still never had that stuff in California when I was a kid. But continue.
Yeah, so what's the snake one called?
It's snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, snake is called snake. So Reagan tried to light the snake, which is just a funny one. It puffs into like this big, like stupid, like poop roll. And
Yeah.
if you could actually get it lit.
It's a shitty white trash firework.
Yeah, so neither of them worked. So then Reagan pulled out this other one. It was
It was the biggest one.
It was the
So
big,
we-
it was the biggest
The
one.
shittest
They went
small
from-
one's a big one.
You got from the crappiest one to the biggest firework in
It
the
was like
pack.
$20 for the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
And I
But-
was a little weary about it. And it's one of those fountain ones where you light it and it's supposed to go like this and just do fountain.
And it is
Yeah.
1 a.m. in the morning, by
It's
the way.
1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, it was after the bars. Yeah.
Yep. So Reagan lights it, and we're all standing around for phones, giggling, and it starts. It goes.
And it was pretty.
It's
yeah.
shiny and it's like
Yeah.
okay, that's nice.
And we're in the car park of the hotel.
Yes.
FYI.
At
Yeah.
1 a.m.
At
and
1
in a
a.m.
quiet
And
city.
it was deathly quiet. everywhere.
Dead, pitch
Yeah.
black quiet city.
And then it did about 30 seconds of just
And then the sparklers got more. I remember it went from like okay, and then
To
it went
full on.
It went to like oh, this is getting bad,
yeah.
and then it went to bum, 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 bum,
Yeah,
bum.
it went to just driving on the intro to backflipping non-stop,
Basically, yeah.
doing cyclones,
Yeah.
the full noise.
Yeah.
And then all I remember was we were at the back of the building in the car park, which had a sheer, like 3 levels of rooms. I remember all the lights turning on.
Yeah, no, I remember we
Yeah.
looked and then
All
the
the
lights
lights
in the
of people
drapes
their
were
rooms
open.
and drapes open,
Yeah.
and people looking down. And I think I just
We
said
all
one,
just we have to
yeah,
go.
I said one word: run.
Yeah. I once it finished, I kicked it under the car.
Yeah, he kicked under the car
and
and
then
we ran.
yeah.
Closed the trunk and ran inside.
And I thought, holy fuck, when we check out tomorrow, we're in fucking big trouble. But no one said anything.
But shit like that
Yeah.
is what makes life
Yeah.
worth living. You know, it's just something. It's retarded, like stupid. Excuse me.
And we went from there to Digger's Dungeon the next day, which
Yeah.
was phenomenal. But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, just that's
And then we
what
did,
makes it
and then we
worth
did the
living.
Swansboro or whatever it is.
yeah,
Yeah,
we did an independent 3. It was supposed to be originally 6 or 8 or something trucks.
Yeah, I think
It
probably
kept dropping
6
down.
and
It kept
dropped.
dropping down. Yeah.
That's a whole.
Yeah,
whole long deal.
That might be another.
That's
that was cool.
Yeah.
That was
That was great.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was at a NASCAR paved track.
Yeah.
So on concrete, 3 trucks, packed full of people. You of course knew the guy that ran it. It finished. We were the last people there because we went to Mike's Subs.
Yeah. Where was
Jersey Mike.
Jersey.
Jersey Mike's Subs.
Mike
Yeah.
Subs?
That's just like a chain.
Yeah, that was a
It's
chain
like
like
it's
Subway.
not a local
But it was.
It's literally Subway.
It's a better
America,
Subway,
it's literally
yeah.
Subway.
And we would like to highlight because you guys are from out of town and we're from friggin' Australia. So we do that. We go to the
You're
show.
from Boise,
The show-
Idaho.
I'm from Boise, Idaho. The show was fantastic. We do the show. It's full of rednecks, drunk girls behind us screaming. Then the guy who you know, which is Preston.
Preston's one of the drivers.
Yeah. He takes over the show truck. What do you call the show? The ride truck.
Ride truck.
That's the owner of the company.
Yeah, the owner of the company.
It wasn't
And-
Preston Perez, by the way.
Oh, who's that?
Preston Perez is the one that drove the truck.
Oh, he doesn't own the thing.
No.
Okay, that doesn't matter. I get shit wrong all the time.
We'll be right back.
It's not
We'll edit that
No,
bit
it's
out.
okay.
And then, so we get on the ride truck. If the show, say, finished at 8 o'clock at night, by then it's like 11. We're still there. We're watching them pack up, talking to everyone. We're on the track.
Jackson sat in Bad News Travels
Oh,
Fast,
Jackson
right?
got to sit in Bad News Travels Fast. And
That's a
start
classic
it, and-
American truck.
And that was cool. And you're probably just there drinking beer, you and me. These
Yeah.
two are geeking out and filming everything.
Yeah.
We're just standing there, like, swigging chills.
I'm
and,
just sitting there thinking about my next beer. Dreaming.
yeah, exactly.
Dreaming.
And then
Salivating.
we go on the ride truck.
That was great. Yeah.
And-
That's one of the best ride truck
honestly,
That
experiences.
was the best.
He
yeah.
drove it like he stole it. Like he was trying to qualify for the front row of Daytona.
And like his children.
His
friends.
children, yeah, his
Yeah.
children. So there was us four and four little kids that were like this tall.
Yeah, so they probably get that every week.
So
It's
they do it
normal
all the
for them.
time, yeah, because it was their kids.
Uh-huh.
And I was crying. I was scared.
Yeah.
And I screamed so many times to stop the truck to let me off because I was scared. And you guys are filming me laughing. And
Yeah.
I've got two things. One hand holding the phone, which I had no idea if it video, but I was afraid of dropping it. And the other hand hooked around the roll cage.
I got video of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
asking to stop to let me off because I was scared. And he fucking didn't stop.
It's a
He
monster
did,
truck.
and he did, instead of everyone going around the lap really slow, he did like fucking 47 laps. And his whole goal was to try to get me to fall off the truck on the track.
Yeah.
He almost got to school. He almost got to school.
And I was crying.
I was laughing.
I was scared as fuck. Yeah.
Oh man, what a
Fuck,
time!
that was funny.
What a time! That was a good one.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, and that goes to show you, you can go to fucking Athens, Georgia. You can
Yeah.
go to Swansboro, North
Swansboro,
Carolina.
North
Exactly.
Carolina.
That's the one. So like
In
whenever I think of just what the fuck city, that's the one I say now.
Swansboro.
Yeah.
So we changed our whole trip just to go to a 3-truck show,
And it was good.
and it was great.
yeah, it was a great.
Yeah, we
time.
heard about it a few days before,
Probably,
3
yeah,
days,
probably 2 days.
probably
3 days.
2-3 days beforehand. Like we had sort of a planned out trip, and we were like, "Yep, we're doing this instead."
And then what do you guys do?
You're waiting for
Oh
something.
yeah,
like
this independent. We go, okay, well let's just change this and let's go here.
Uh huh.
And we would just drive like between probably 4 to 8 hours at the most.
it was just extra driving.
Yeah.
We didn't even spend an
It
extra
wasn't-
day.
yeah, we
It was
just
just
spent-
extra
yeah.
driving.
I
And
went
then-
through like 10 energy drinks that trip.
And then the Lord would, it'd be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the Lord would get his phone out and say, okay, I'll find a hotel. And you'd book a hotel, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
There was
you
no-
would.
and when we'd get there,
You
2 or
would.
3 hours later, and
Uh,
no, there was no agenda. There was a rough guide. We knew
and that's
and
the best.
we left at this date, and we had this date. We had to be there.
Yeah.
So we go this way.
You just
and
have fun the whole
I
time.
think that's the best trip.
that was the
instead
best
of
trip because there was
planning
nothing
every single
planned.
part of
Yeah.
the trip.
There was no
agree.
hotels. There was nothing.
You got the
planned.
town.
You don't know where you're
going
gonna stay. You don't know where you're gonna sleep. I mean, that's the most fun part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I made us so late because we had to stop at every Walmart.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
That's where the trip took 4
Yeah,
months.
that's why it took so long.
4 hours later.
And after visiting 47 Walmarts, I think I only came back with like 6 trucks out of them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That's
It's
great.
the American hunt.
Yep. So
Well-
that's how it goes.
We've probably been talking too long. Most of Australia's switched off because we just talk shit. But I just wanted you guys quickly, over 90 minutes probably, no idea what.
I think it is 90.
Oh,
90,
shit.
91 minutes.
Is it really?
91 minutes.
Fuck, I haven't had dinner yet. To basically this, without Jackson upstairs, this is how I guess I know what's going on in the monster truck scene. And I am privy to your guys' knowledge and Jackson's knowledge and all your contacts you have. And my goal is just to help. We're all just fans, aren't we? At the end of the day, we're just fans. We don't work for anyone apart from ourselves. No one pays us. No one gives us free shit, like we said.
Yeah.
We're just fans like everyone else. But because of the amount of shows we go to and where we go and who we speak to, we kind of... And I guess in other people's eyes, lucky. In your eyes, not, because you don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, there's obviously a whole lot of luck that goes into life.
Yeah.
But you can still make your own.
Yeah, you could make your own. Yeah,
so
I left school I always say to people, I left school at 17 because I thought I knew more than teachers. Turns out I did. Never worked for anyone in my life. Worked for myself.
I know.
I'm fucking old as fuck now.
Yeah.
School teach you to go to college and get locked in a system when it should be, and life should be, teach yourself how to provide for your family, do good for yourself.
Amen.
And if that goes to trade school, work for yourself, get it done and do it.
I remember I was in first grade. I was 5 or 6 at that time. And I still remember it, that my teacher would tell the whole class of fucking 20 kids, all 5 years old, when you go to college. And this is when I first started understanding numbers. So I would like count. And I'd be like, okay, so first grade's this long, kindergarten was that long. So I kind of have a concept of time and numbers. Yeah. So I was thinking, okay, so I have 4 more years of elementary, 3 more years of middle, another 4 more years of high school. So I did the math when I was 6. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be like 24 by the time I graduate college, based off of when you go to college. I remember thinking that when I was 6. And I knew I never want to do that. Because I remember I didn't like school when I was in first grade. Yeah. And I still think about that to this day. I haven't been to school. Funny. I haven't been to school since the government told me I don't have to. And I never want to do that again.
And at 23, you bought your first house.
I'm 22 and a half, excuse me.
At 22 and a half. With a 50% deposit. And the house was a lot of money.
That's California.
Yeah, it's California.
It's inflated over there, so it's amazing.
It just shows you if you try in life,
you know,
things happen.
And you're like me, never been given money, never inherited money, never, you know.
I have inherited, but none of that went to the house.
I know. That's what I mean.
That money is actually a complete non-factor in my life. Yeah.
But that's what I meant. But you bought your own house for your own savings.
Yes.
At 22 and a half.
That is correct, yeah.
And I know how much the house costs. That's pretty fucking impressive.
Especially the way it fucking happened.
Yeah. We won't mention that. Yeah.
That's another
podcast. That's for episode 2.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm pretty sure no one's watching it now anyway. Let's go.
That's fine. Okay, that's the end.
Thank you, guys.
Parr, everyone.
Bobby Parr, Paul Morris.
See me in Sydney. See me in the Gold Coast. See me next year. If I can afford, I may go to another show somewhere.
You probably will.
Probably.
I think you might do. Maybe. We'll see.
I don't know. This year might be the only year I do a massive tour. Next year I'll just work and stay at home and watch your videos.
So what you could do, well, we can't upload for 1. But for 2, what you could do is just save your money for them cool trips, man. Yeah. You don't need to be going to the same city. Like, fucking skip World Finals and just fucking come out to some new cities. And
what? Skip World Finals? That'd be like... it'd be like watching...
Well, you guys have only been to 2, so...
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you could easily just fucking forget about it.
People not skip it. That would be funny.
They don't get that. Yeah. I'm not skipping World Finals.
No. I know, I wouldn't either.
No.
I was just making a funny gaffe. Salute.
That's it.
America.
Fire.
I need to go and eat before we
Okay, I can
unpause
this.
See you guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Monster Truckers Worldwide out.
Do I press the square?
Yeah, press square. Yeah.